Hello there, and welcome back to the FRODO YouTube channel. My name is Will. With me today is Jack.
Thanks for having me on, first timer.
So Jack, K.G.F 2. It's been out for a while. We're a bit late to the party. Yeah, I'm quite excited, because K.G.F 1, when I watched it the first time, I didn't really understand it, I'll be honest, because there was so much going on. But then when I watched it in the edit, I actually really liked it, which sounds really weird.
Well, it's you can sort of hyper-focus a bit more, and you having to watch it like 4 times in a row will make you understand it a bit better. But they left it on quite a good, sort of cliffhanger with Rocky sort of becoming like the boss now, isn't it, really? But he's still obviously going to have that power struggle and divide. But yeah, they left it on a really good bit, I think.
Yeah, it ended really well. Like the last half an hour of that film was just like so much better than the rest of the film, I think, in hindsight. And it's annoying because I didn't want it to end there because it was getting really, really good, and I thought, come on, don't end now. So if it picks straight up where we left off, then it should be pretty good. What did you think of the first one as a whole? Now it's been a few months.
I thought it was good. I thought it was quite long, and as you said, like the third act started to pick up and get better. So I hope that they I know this is a long film as well, I hope they take that energy and take it into this second film, to be honest, because it was a little bit long, but it definitely, the third act was really good, I thought. I like the blend where it would blend in with English, and they would just randomly speak English every now and then. I love that bit.
Is it because you can't read subtitles?
Yes.
But yeah, it's a long film, so we might as well just jump straight into it.
Yep, let's do it.
And now a word from our sponsors.
So Jack, what have you got there?
I have a gift, William.
It is a gift.
This is something by Movie Palette. Would you like me to get it out?
Go on, Jack, show us what you got.
Remember, kids, if you're using blades, get a parent to help. Nice. So this is every scene colour paletted. If we zoom in, you should be able to see. It's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's every single colour scene. I think this one looks really good, especially for my wall as well. I quite like the look of the Matrix one as well. That looked really good. You notice these sort of dark blue scenes is Franklin in the wheelchair. I'm almost certain, the bit when he's running through the woods. But yeah, you can sort of map every scene out individually by the colour, which is really cool. It will go nice on my wall like that. You can sort of see the thingy of how it will look. So if you want one of these of your favourite film or whatever film you want, especially if you're a horror fan, go to moviepalette.com and then you can use our code FRODO15 and you get 15% off as well.
एक राजकुमार आधी रात के अंधेरे में अपने लक्ष्य की ओर चल पड़ा.
There's them in the camp, isn't it?
For the viewer, I currently have COVID. Make sure you mask up when you're watching this.
Oh, is he got up in the bed?
Does he have any relatives?
Yeah.
Yes.
His son is dead. Vijayendra Ingalgi.
Don't forget I'm from K.G.F as well.
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
Hegde. I'm sorry about your father. I hope he recovers soon. उन्होंने एक किताब लिखी थी. कल
That's the old man in the
हमने
first one.
Oh, it's a guy, yeah.
आधी कहानी सुनाई थी. Today he was supposed to finish the story, but I guess it will remain unfinished.
Oh, that music. It's like Avengers, isn't it? It is like they're like, especially in India, it's like that like scale, isn't it?
But all that mattered to him was that story. The story of K.G.F. The story of Rocky.
Is that Rocky in the bed?
I don't think so.
मुझे नहीं पता वो सच्ची कहानी या
Come on, pull through, survive. I need it at the end.
Oh, I'm feeling it. The credits are coming. I'm getting it. It's gonna be him, Rocky, just come up like doing like
There
rope
must be another
curls.
copy of the book somewhere.
History always wins.
Feels like the film's about to end again.
Is the biggest kept secret in the history of India. El Dorado.
El Dorado. There he is! I told you it was him! Neighbours are gonna get concerned.
I wish I saw this in the cinemas.
That was an epic opening.
K.G.F में गरुड़ा को मारने
Oh yeah,
के
so
बाद क्या
Garuda's the
हुआ?
villain.
आप पढ़ेंगे?
KGF में गरुड़ा के मौत के अलावा बाहरी दुनिया को कुछ पता नहीं था.
Oh, this guy, I remember this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right, he hasn't taken over the main house yet, so we're gonna have a big fight in the main house.
Oh, yeah, it just ended with him
Yeah.
taking that.
Taking the mine.
उसे KGF भेजा था गरुड़ा को मारने, लेकिन वो गया था KGF पे राज करने. उसके लिए पहले गरुड़ा को मारना था, गार्ड से बचना था, और सबसे ज्यादा
He killed him really easy, didn't he? Do you remember he just come up and sliced?
वहाँ से 3 कैदियों में से एक बनके सबके सामने उसने गरुड़ा को मार डाला।
That's cool, that bit.
जब वार्डन
Oh, it is.
Rocking star Yash.
I just want this music playing all the time whenever I do anything.
अरे बसा रे बसा, डर और इज्जत तो
It's
दिल
like a
में होनी
hall from
चाहिए।
Minecraft.
All are one. आपकी कंपनी का नाम बहुत ऊपर लेके जाऊंगा। आपका साथ, आपका सहयोग, आपका आशीर्वाद, इतना बस। तुम्हारे बाप लोगों ने सब सही किया, लेकिन एक मिस्टेक कर दी। तुम सबको मेरे टाइम पर
Oh, that's a good line.
मुझे यहाँ क्यों लेकर आए हो? पहले ये
You
बताओ।
are my wife.
रखने के
There
लिए।
you go.
I like the fact that he's just like a villain as well. He's a hero and a villain. He's just doing what he has to.
कूड़ा खाने वाले कुत्ते को सिंहासन पर बिठा के
Oh, it's not going to end well. Oh, look, it's even the bullet.
आज नहीं बचेगा। इसकी मौत मेरे हाथों होगी।
Oh, no, you won't. Oh! Knew that gap was coming.
पार्टनर्स है रे। ऐसे एक-एक करके उड़ गए तो धंधा कौन संभालेगा?
This seems like this is going to shift to him being like the bad in this one. It's Rocky. Oh, that's the house, isn't it? Yeah.
So they did take it.
So yeah, they got it.
That's what I wanted to watch. See though in the second one, I wanted to see them storming the house. Oh yes, this guy, the foreman.
इसे अभी तक जिंदा क्यों रखा है? इसे तो पहले ही मार देना चाहिए था। इन बेड़ियों के खुलते ही इन्हीं हाथों से तुझे मार दूंगा।
Look at how many accidental fatalities there are in this place.
Oh.
बंदूक दे इसको।
Rocky's too OP.
नौ माइंस थी।
इसे सूर्यवर्धन ने जब वो जगह बनाई थी, वो चाहता था कि ये साम्राज्य हजारों साल चले, इसीलिए उसने लेकिन रॉकी ने सिर्फ 2 साल में वहां से सारा सोना निकालने की ठान ली।
पैर क्यों कम फैलाने का? साला चादर ही बड़ी कर
Okay, so
ली।
there's 9 mines, and they're only doing one at a time to ensure all the gold stays.
Yep. He's getting greedy now. He wants those Gucci flip-flops.
उस दिन बहुत सालों बाद हम मौत के सर पर नाचे।
Oh, it's that guy, the blind guy, do you remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Old soldiers.
His morals are getting more and more questionable.
It's so like just visual, isn't it? With it, oh, look at her. Oh.
Rocky's got some drip.
अम्मी
You know he's gonna die there, don't you?
They've only got like little rifles, like 2-shot rifles. That's-
रॉकी सोने की मिट्टी को एक्सट्रैक्शन के लिए वार का भेज रहा है। अगर उसे
Oh, there's gonna be an ambush, isn't there?
तो उसके हाथ लगेगा सोना और हमारे हाथ लगेगी मिट्टी। जेटी भाई, KGF
Oh, do you remember him?
Shetty boss, yeah.
Jesus.
Why is everyone so scared?
हीरा की तलवार।
Oh. Oh.
अधीरा बचपन से ही वाइकिंग्स
Oh,
कबीले
that's
की
cool.
क्रूरता और नीति को अपनाकर
He does look a bit like a
ताकतवर और
Viking, actually.
खूंखार बन गया,
It's me.
ताकि KGF की ओर कोई
It's
आग
me.
भी न उठा सके। लोगों को जबरदस्ती लाकर माइनिंग करवाई तो तुम्हें KGF में कदम भी नहीं रखने देता।
They're coming.
They're breaking through. The Viking Raiders are here.
It's burning the bridge.
There's got to be one there, you know, with a blade just like in his back as soon as he turns.
He just left all his friends.
He's just going to walk through it, isn't he?
It's just the Viking guy.
Yeah.
Why don't you just hit him with a sword?
तुम अब तक
मरे
मरे
नहीं।
नहीं। इतनी जान लेकर भी मन नहीं भरा। और जंग लड़के पूरी दुनिया को तबाह करने के लिए अब तक जिंदा हो क्या? अगर ऊंचा किला खड़ा करना हो
तो गहरा गड्ढा खोदना जरूरी होता है। मेरे साम्राज्य की नींव में
Every character's got about 5 to 6 mini speeches prepared just for moments like this, it seems.
Of course.
रॉकी, उसे भी कुचल दूंगा मैं।
रॉकी को मार सकते हैं, उसके लिए उसको वहां से बाहर निकालना होगा।
कैसे निकालेंगे?
रीना आएगी तो वो खुद आ जाएगा।
Look at the colours.
It reminds me a bit of what is it? Schindler's, is it Schindler's List?
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh, jeez.
It's been almost an hour. This is our first action scene.
Oh, here comes Batman. Oh.
How is that possible? Oh, dirt.
He's getting his hands soaked, look, getting them ready like conkers. Oh! Oh! Jesus.
There's a lot more blood in this one.
कैसे कह सकते हो कि वो इस चक्रव्यूह को तोड़ नहीं पाएगा?
Oh! Oh, blew his glasses off. Oh, okay. Kisses him.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
Yes. He's absolutely going to kick Rocky's ass, and I can't wait. At one grunt. Oh, look at how it all went up.
Oh, you got him.
Yeah.
That's the heart as well.
Right in that.
लेकिन इस खेल में सिर्फ सीढ़ी नहीं,
I was going to say that.
और उसमें एक ऐसा सांप जो अगर कभी डसेगा तो तुम सीधे नीचे गिर जाओगे। आज मैं तुझे नहीं मारूंगा।
I get it's for the story for it, but like you just cut his head off, wouldn't you? Like that's it. He's done it. The job's over.
तेरा खून देखना होगा।
Ooh, squelching.
उनका भरोसा तोड़ना होगा।
No. I think you've given me COVID. Because you're quite close to your mic, aren't you?
Yeah. I thought you didn't like him though.
He's starting to love him.
अपनी
I like that antenna bit on walkie-talkies, you know, like that. Sometimes they're really floppy.
कोच्चि, मैंगलोर, काजीपुर, सूरत और मुरत में रॉकी के जितने भी चमचे थे सबको मार दिया शेट्टी भाई। अब पूरा
So literally all of Rocky's men are dead now. How does he come back from this?
A vote for no confidence motion will be held at a further date.
A lot more violent, isn't it?
Oh my god. I see what you mean. This is a lot more brutal, this one.
It's an animal.
ए रॉकी भाई, अब बादशाह बन गया क्या? अब कुत्ते की मौत मरेगा।
Oh, it's going to come back and
फिर भी
bite
तुझे
him
एक
on the
मौका
butt.
देता हूँ। बगल में जमीन पर बैठकर मेरे पैर दबाना।
So I wonder what the story for this one's going to be then.
It's going to be about him. It'll be that he has to try and get all his supporters back and kill that guy.
Is he going back to his roots, do you think?
That's snubbed just straight away. Like.
He looks a bit like Luke Skywalker then.
Oh my god, he does.
एक तरफ K.G.F डूब रहा है और वो वहाँ का सारा पैसा लेकर लड़की के साथ भाग गया।
नहीं सर, सर आप ही गलत बोल रहे हैं। बुकवा में जौन लिखा है वो पढ़ा सर।
ए,
This guy's a simp for Rocky.
इनायत खलील के यहाँ गया।
Look at that. I'm surprised they haven't crashed.
आने दो उसे।
Oh, there's the eagle. Such epicness, isn't there, Jack? There's only so much I can take.
क्या नाम है इसका?
कलाशनिकोव।
Kalashnikov.
AK-47. It's a song. I feel a song coming. Don't know about you. Oh, there's a snub.
Here we go. Oh.
Oh!
Executed, aren't they?
Rocky's men, innit? They're getting their revenge again.
Hmm. Yes, this is the song. I've just got a tissue on my nose though. This is what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for this song.
मेरी दोस्ती लायक कोई यार नहीं, मेरे दुश्मनी झेल सके ऐसी तलवार नहीं. बिजनेस करेंगे. Offer closes soon.
I want it to be like 300 or something.
It does
you know the way that's
300,
edited, a bit
yeah.
like Zack Snyder cut, you know.
Fire. He did it as I said it. I felt the power.
ये फिर आ गया.
So they don't have automatic weapons, whereas he does. The thing is that them fighting at, they're like...
Oh no, they're like kicks on. They're just shooting each other. Oh, and RPGs.
Jeez. That's literally what it would look like as well.
They would all be dead instantly. You shout that mate pulls out the long broadsword, he's like, ah. Cutting the blades and like sending the bullets back. Oh!
It's like Bahubali.
The world
It's mine.
my territory.
Oh,
He's gonna let him live as well.
oh, they're doing the classic hold me back, but he's not even trying to get forward.
जिनकी तबीयत अच्छी है वो हाथ ऊपर उठाए. अबे वो खेल रहा है.
Actually, I've got COVID.
बड़ा टुकड़ा मत निकालो. अगर नहीं निकाला तो दर्द और बढ़ेगा सर. होने दो दर्द. मैं चाहता हूँ कि हर दिन मुझे दर्द उसकी याद दिलाए.
It's that simple thing of he should have killed Rocky, and then he should have killed him. I do like this a lot more than the first one. It's moved a lot quicker in the sense of like the narrative, you know.
I don't know which one I prefer. I feel like I like the first one a bit more.
रोकने से भी नहीं रुकेगी तुम्हारी ये सल्तनत.
Here we go, here it is.
Jeez, that's going in. Come on, Will, spit it.
I don't know the words.
Hey Rocky, कैसा है रे बेटा तू?
Coming in to kick my ass. Oh, a long snub. Bit more accurate.
He's using that chair as a leg rest. The ultimate shame.
लेकिन तूने मेरी रानी के बारे में बात
yeah.
की तो पहले ही मेरे को मारना था. किसी और दिन काटा तो बिरयानी, खिला पिला के पे काटा तो कुर्बानी.
Shetty done. It's Shetty done.
It's literally set up now. We'll have another 20 minutes, half an hour. We'll have it of him controlling his empire again. And that guy coming back for revenge. He should have just killed him. I bet when he walks around India, imagine him in a suit, he was just coming up to him like... He probably can't go anywhere, can he?
Oh, that's our vault. The ad revenue.
Oh, gone up a few years.
Yes, Rocky had built for himself the most indestructible empire on earth. But there was one person, only one person, who could bring him and K.G.F down.
मैं रमिका सेन.
Oh,
उसके डर से हर एक सरकारी दफ्तर में अपने क्षमता से बढ़कर काम करते थे. She was ruthless. She was unforgiving. She was a dictator.
Oh no.
I want to talk to you about Rocky.
I have bigger national issues to deal with, Raghavan. ऐसे छोटे छोटे गुंडों के लिए मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है.
He's not really a small-time criminal if he's like one of the richest people in India.
He is the biggest criminal. He is the biggest businessman. This is the biggest national issue, and only you can handle it. Ma'am. जो स्पेशल फोर्सेस आपने भेजे हैं, वो कुछ नहीं कर सकते.
क्यों?
just nuke it, wouldn't you?
Just nuke all.
He'd somehow survive, wouldn't he?
You'll catch
just
it.
catch it. Yeah. And just twist up and put it in his pocket. Oh, I get a little plum.
But recently we've received a photo from a MiG-23 Air Force jet doing training drills over K.G.F. This is what they've sent.
Is that?
Yes, ma'am. That is Rocky's K.G.F.
Gosh, look at it now. How does all of this go unnoticed? I can't even put up a loft extension in my house without the government cracking down on me.
स्टेट बॉर्डर्स क्लोज कर दिए हमारे वेयर हाउसेस सीज कर रहे हैं
और क्या लाया है?
M134 1000 वाला बोलते हैं इसको एक बार जलाओ तो जलता ही रहता है
Got a minigun.
अपन को फ्लाइंग केस देने से ज्यादा
Oh, look at that sniper.
Oh, Desert Eagle.
Of course, Rocky's got a Desert Eagle.
लेके आया हूँ पहाड़
साहब मेरा पैसा दे दो साहब।
अबे बोला था शाम को लेगा
अभी दे दो साहब, शाम को कहीं रहे या नहीं?
कौन है रे तू
हमारे यहाँ इसे रॉकी भाई कहते हैं साहब।
You dare draw. It's an MG42.
He's about to commit mass murder. The size of those rounds are like big, aren't they?
Oh yeah, big. He hasn't even lit the ciggy.
He'll probably do it on the end of the barrel.
Say hello to my little friend. Wanna play rough?
Is he dressed like Scarface?
He literally is. This is it.
Still haven't seen Scarface.
I can't even accept that.
Look, he's gonna light it on
Oh,
that.
he's gonna light it on there. Yes.
बड़े बाप।
Someone just puts a slug in his back as he's walking away. You would. They would have just killed him.
They would have started running out and arrested him.
There'll be no more tolerance. मेरे पास भी हथियार है।
सुपर समझ में नहीं आया
हम उन्हें आर्मी, नेवी और एयर फोर्स के नाम से बुलाते हैं।
वो मुझसे ही बात कर रही है
What do you think happens at the end, Jack? Do you think Rocky gets his comeuppance, or do you think he settles off into the sunset, like the end of Dark Knight Rises?
I think he will. He'll probably leave with her.
गलती हुई कि मैंने उसे छोड़
Yes, it was. Vice versa.
उसने मुझे छोड़ा वो उसकी आखिरी
Yeah, yes.
किसी भी हालत में वो बचना नहीं चाहिए अब इनका कोई फायदा नहीं
बंदूक
सर फट रहा है शोर मत मचा
बंदूक उल्टी पकड़ो
Oh no.
धीरा ने चट्टानों को झुकाना बंद कर दिया है अब वो सिर्फ उन्हें तबाह कर देता है
मारो
Oh, that would not be a nice way to go.
I know.
This is a passionate love scene.
It is.
There you go. That's the time first. Oh, that's funny, that bit when they're fighting in the street.
And he like grabs the guy and he goes like, "Shh."
Oh yeah.
Congratulations. I love you.
Why though?
I told you it's that thing. It's that show like 365 days thing where he imprisons her.
He hasn't really done anything to win her over apart from imprison her in a house.
It had that alpha sigma mindset.
He does. Well, he does help all those people as well.
He's just changed suit 5 times. It's what I see.
We got him. Where's the Prime Minister now? Rocky सारा पैसा क्या करता है?
Found his PSN account.
वो लाखों लोगों के नाम पे अकाउंट ओपन करके पैसा जमा कर रहा है। वहाँ से सारा पैसा एक ही ट्रस्ट को जाता है।
उसे अरेस्ट करके रास्ते पे उसका ही जुलूस निकालेंगे।
Yes, ma'am. And we'll. मैडम, आपको देखने के लिए कोई आया है।
Not now, Arijit. No more appointments for today.
मैडम, it's Rocky.
It's like Imagine Dragons.
Hi, I am Jimmy Carter.
Rocky.
I am the CEO of Delver Steel, Texas.
सर मैडम बुला रही हैं
What accent is that? Is it American?
I am also CEO.
Oh, wonderful. Which one?
इंडिया।
I'm sorry, but I could have got that role. What was that?
Jimmy Carter's the president as well, I swear.
He's like, well done. I love you.
दुनिया कितनी छोटी है ना, उंगली पे ही नचा सकते हैं। मेरे पास भी ऐसी एक है, सोने की। उसके नीचे का।
This is like Squid Game.
Oh yeah.
लगता है सोना बहुत है तुम्हारे पास।
देश का कर्जा चुकाना हो तो बोलिए, चुका दूंगा।
So he's so rich he can clear India's debt.
आप इसे रखकर मुझे अरेस्ट करवा दीजिए मैडम। मैडम, वो कंप्लेंट मत लीजिए मैडम।
उस फंड से तुम्हें भी पैसा जाता है क्या?
उस फंड से उन्हें भी जाता है, मुझे भी आता है, साथ में हमारी पार्टी के 200 मेंबर्स को भी जाता है मैडम।
Oh, it's internal corruption. Fingers in many pies, Jeff.
You would just take the thing, pull out the snub, you know, put your arm against the tree like that, you know, to get like a bit of a pivot point.
दिल्ली से कॉल है, अदीरा को तीसरा रास्ता मिल गया।
Is there going to be a K.G.F chapter 3?
No.
She's with child.
Rocky Jr.
Okay, fine.
This is the prequel to Rocky.
क्या हुआ?
मेरी तबीयत ठीक नहीं है।
कुछ नहीं है, घबराओ मत, डॉक्टर को भेजता हूँ। अब तुम घर जाओ।
कुछ भी खाने का मन नहीं कर रहा है।
अरे कौन है वो मार?
माँ आ रही है।
Look at that, he's going to rest the sniper on 4 people's shoulders.
Gonna hit her. Hit her.
Oh, the size of that gun.
It's a buffalo rifle.
तुम्हें लगने वाले सारे पाप
That 1,000,000% has hit
सिर्फ
her.
मुझे ही लगे।
Yeah. Oh god. This is not going to end well now. We're going to get really serious, Rocky. His pre-workout's just kicked in.
Oh god. In the stomach as well.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh. How horrible.
First time we see him cry.
It's rocking time.
Oh, it's a blade. Oh. Oh.
Oh, you see that?
Yeah. Oh, that pop. Oh.
It cuts off a hand. Feels like a Tusken Raider.
Oh, no weapons.
Is this the big fight, do you think? Or is this the mini fight before the big fight?
No, this is the big. Oh, that hit up into the hill. Oh. That was sick. Just dodge.
What did he hit him
What
with?
happened?
Just hit him with the dull side. Oh no.
On the nads.
The plums.
Broke the blade.
Pick on the boys. Oh, he's panicking.
Oh.
The fight choreography is actually really good in this.
Like,
the fight scenes are really good. I like how they're just brawling as well.
Yeah, it's proper brawling. Down the pub. Shoot the gun, don't use it as a club. Oh, it's a lot more violent, isn't it?
I was hoping he'd pull the trigger. That's the main guy.
Oh, this has been a really good fight.
It has. Again, the last part of this movie has been so much better than the other parts.
He has won the battle, but what has he lost?
Exactly.
William.
What is money worth?
जो पूरे देश पर कब्जा कर लेगा.
Oh my god, he's at the capital.
How have they allowed this to happen? Is there no security in this place?
सूर्यवर्धन ने केजीएफ को जिस वक्त गरुड़ा के हाथ में दिया, उसी वक्त उस अनजान हाथ की साजिश शुरू हो गई. लोग समझे थे अधीरा ने गरुड़ा पे अटैक किया, लेकिन उसके पीछे यही हाथ था. गरुड़ा ने अधीरा पे अटैक किया और अधीरा बच गया. उसके पीछे भी यही हाथ. दिल्ली में पावर गिराने वाला, शेट्टी को इनायत खलील की तरफ झुकाने वाला हाथ भी यही था.
So much going on.
केजीएफ का रास्ता दिखाने वाला हाथ भी यही था. रॉकी अब उसी हाथ को काटने गया है.
He did it. He got his revenge, but at what cost, Jack?
There was only one person who could bring down K.G.F.
Rocky.
And that was Rocky himself.
The civilians are not engaging. It looks like they're all evacuating K.G.F.
So I think what's going to happen is he realised the evil of K.G.F, so he's going to destroy it. The greed.
Yeah. He might have put explosives down, so the army are going to go in, he's going to kill all the army.
He's going to kill himself.
No, he's not in there.
He's on a beach, isn't he, somewhere?
Yeah, he's going to blow it up. Look.
The forces are going inside. Rocky's not here. The room is empty.
Repeat that. Rocky's not
here, sir.
Rocky, यहाँ Indian Ocean में ही है.
Look at the suspense.
Rocky के ship से ही आया है. वो सीधा हमारी तरफ ही आ रहा है.
We're going to have a pirate battle.
इसने यही facts Americans और Indonesians को भी भेजा है.
Turn around the ship.
Run around that ship.
Or Indonesia, you know what that means. The raid SWAT team.
The bombers are over K.G.F. Waiting for your final orders, madam.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Just drunk as well.
उस दिन दो घटनाएं घटी. वो जगह भी खत्म हो गई. और वो भी.
He's quite intact for someone who's got bombed by about 20 missiles.
And he's buried with the gold, the wealth.
R.I.P. Rocky. That's it. That's the greatest hero of our generation.
मैं उस पर एक किताब लिखकर पूरी दुनिया को बताऊंगा वो क्या था. चाहे कितने ही साल क्यों ना लग जाए. वो गैंगस्टर नहीं है सर. अकेला आके घुसकर मारने वाला monster.
Oh, it's ended. He did die.
Or is he dead?
There could be a K.G.F 3.
रॉकी जानबूझ के इंडियन ओशन में उसी जगह पर जाकर इंडियन नेवी को फायर करने पर मजबूर किया. वहाँ गहराई 20,000 फीट से ज्यादा है. वहाँ से हम कुछ नहीं निकाल सकते.
I'm John Booker, CIA, United States of America. This is a signed document by the director of the CIA for the extradition of the criminal named Rock. This is the file listing all his crimes in the last 3 years.
Sounds like
I'd
Metal Gear
advise
Solid
you to
Snake.
look at it very carefully.
What is it? It's K.G.F Chapter 3, isn't it? There is going to be a third one.
It's going to be in America.
Right, so Jack, that was K.G.F 2. We finally did it. We finally watched it. A long film.
We did it. Yeah.
What's your first thoughts just straight away from the bat? What do you think about it?
It's done exactly the same as what the first one done, where it leaves it on like this cliffhanger, which is epic and makes you want more. I think it was better than the first one, just purely from it kept quite in the first one there was parts to the first act where it was a little, not much was going on and it just felt a little bit bland. With this one it seemed like there was a lot going on constantly, so I quite like that action sort of pace with it. I really like the music again as well. I really like the sound design, and they like up the violence, and it had some like good fight choreography. I think it was just a bit more, it's like as it's gone on it's refined, it's a bit better than the first one, and then they're obviously going to do a massive spectacle with the third one.
I'm going to start with the positives, and I'll go to the negatives. Start with the
like
positives,
that.
obviously. I think, I agree with you, the action was like so funny and great, and it was so violent, and it really upped it a lot. Again, the soundtrack was great, it was edited very well, lots of smash cuts and all that kind of thing. The music was great, but I preferred the first one. The reason why I prefer the first one is because I feel like the story was a bit more tighter. Like there was a good...
flashed out, yeah.
But then I don't understand, like there's so many backstabbing, someone was on his side one minute, then he's not on his side the other minute. And then they have to do like a bit of dialogue just to quickly explain the whole story in 30 seconds when he was in the Parliament room, which isn't good story writing. I think the script isn't that good. Like the lines of dialogue are very cringy. Like it's very like it's like opening a fortune cookie and it's like, here's your line, and it's like
I found that the first one had that as well. I can remember specific bits that were really bad.
Like there's so it's like it tries to be epic, and I feel like in doing that it loses its epicness about halfway through the film. Because it's like, it's just two guys sitting at a table. It doesn't need to have this epic sound. Like I said to you, that part where he was talking to that Prime Minister woman, I think would have been so, like, much more intense if it was just them two in a room talking to each other, like how that scene in Heat when Robert De Niro and Al Pacino meet each other.
Never seen Heat.
Haven't seen Heat, okay. But I preferred the first one because I felt like I also just cared more about the villain, Garuda. Because he was like, this is the big villain. Well, who was the big villain in this one?
It was Adir, wasn't it?
The Viking guy. But he's not the big villain though. Like he has a boss. There's not one.
I feel like the first one, the counter thing to that is, do you remember that Gadir who we were waiting for it to fight, and he was a big boss, and he just dies within 1 second. Like this one, I like the way they fought each other as well, and it showed like his strength.
I think
I felt that was a bit of a disappointment.
I don't think it's good though how you said that. The good point always to copy from you essentially now is how it does make you want to watch the next one. Because it was quite like I like, because the film is a long film, it's quite hard to get through, especially when every scene kind of feels the same, and but then the ending is really good, and then it's like, oh, I want to watch the first one now. So it does it does do its job well in making you want to watch it again. But same as the first one, the last 30 minutes was really good. I just feel like in the first one it felt like he is now fighting the big guy. Maybe they should have kept Garuda alive.
It's almost just that lust now. I want that third one, because now, like, what are they going to do with that? Are they going to go to America, or is he going to...
I feel like there's a good story there, but it's just not told well enough. It's not clear, a lot of it.
It's a bit all over the place as well. It does jump a lot.
And it's just quite jumpy. It needs exponential dialogue to kind of explain things which should be explained just through the story. It needs to tone it down a little bit, I think. Because it is epic, it is cool, but it has to use that in certain points. It can't use it throughout the whole movie, otherwise the whole film just becomes a trailer.
Bali does it like perfectly. I think the way that they come in with the epicness and the music and the ending of Bali 1 is still the reveal. It was me, the doom with the music and the imagery. Like this, it seems every scene they have boom like that, and then they turn and look like that. Like, and I get they're trying to make it like over the top spectacle, but yeah, sometimes it just doesn't hit.
It is still like a good, well-made film. That's what I mean, like visually and audibly. It's very. I haven't seen a film that looks as good as this, and it's just cool. It's a cool film. That's the way to describe it. It's very cool. Then there's like Rocky even as a character. I don't even like him. I think he's cool, but he's very questionable methods. And then maybe that's the whole moral they were trying to get across the whole film, how his mum told him to be evil so he could get rich. It's like you don't get anywhere being good, which is cool. But then at the end he turns good by getting rid of all of it, the evil in his life and all the evil in other people's lives.
Well, that's what would be interesting in the third act as well, because it's set up where he's not going to have the money.
Like I like Rocky as a character, I think he's cool, but as a hero, he isn't a good hero.
He's not a good anti-hero either. Like, you know, there's not points where you're like, oh, I do really like him. Like in Bali, you really liked him, like the characters. And this, it was sort of like, he was cool, but it's like, I don't really relate that much to him.
Because he has very questionable methods. But then again, maybe it's just trying to be like, he's just a gangster. He's just trying to make his way. But then if he'll be like the guy from Goodfellas. Like he's the protagonist of the film, but you don't like him. But you
never seen Goodfellas.
Okay, but you still but you still do like him at the same time. It's it's a difficult one. I feel like it just needs to be refined a bit more. but it's still good. Like, it's still fun to watch.
It's hard to sit through a long film like that, regardless it is. So they've tried to do it in a sense of they have a weaker story, but they've tried to keep you entertained with more over-the-top scenes, more music, more loud noises, more action scenes. So they've tried to make up for it, but it's up to you if that hits for you or not. I don't know if some people might like it, some people won't.
And long doesn't mean good.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think, to sum up my points, it's a good film. It's a very well-made film, but I think it lacks a good story. The story is there. It needs to be polished a bit. It's a bit like a diamond, you know. At the moment, it's a lump of coal. Looks good, it's useful, but it needs to be polished a bit. But I think Rocky as a character, though, is iconic in Indian cinema. I think he's going to be an iconic character. So they definitely created something good there. They definitely left a legacy with this film, for sure. And I think they just need to keep on doing whatever they're doing, and they'll hone it eventually. So Jack, who's your MVP for K.G.F. Chapter 2?
I think my MVP is going to be Anne Bereave, and he's a stunt coordinator, but they'd probably be overseeing fight coordinator, because I think from the first one, there was obviously some fight scenes where it would just come at him and they'd be thrown about, but this was definitely the biggest improvement, I think.
But I'm going to give my MVP to Yash, the actor who played Rocky. Like I said, although I don't like Rocky as a hero, I still think he's just a really cool character, and obviously the actor has to do that. And I think, like, when I think of this film, I always just think of straight away of Rocky as the character, and he's just the name Rocky is so cool. And what's your score out of 100?
Alright, my score is a 72.
So I rated K.G.F. Chapter 1 a 74. I'm going to give K.G.F. Chapter 2 a 70, because I don't think it's as good as the first one, but yeah, it's still fun to watch. And I'll watch the third one for sure when it comes out. Like, I'm invested in the story to see what happens.
Definitely.
As you know, with the channel, we always try and keep very objective and try and rate things very, very honestly. Otherwise, you just get 90s and 100s. Things don't deserve it. So there we go. And the fight scenes, fantastic.
Well, there you have it, everybody. A 72 from Jack and a 70 from me for K.G.F. Chapter 2. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, be sure to press that like button down below. And while you're at it, why not follow us on Twitch and Instagram? And if you really want to go the extra mile, why not support us on Patreon? It's greatly appreciated. Me and Jack will be back with another video very soon. Cheerio.